Hey, this is Randy at Firewood Supply LLC. This video is going to be a little different. I've always wanted a compact skid steer, so I bought a couple. I bought a Garrett XC1100, the newest, and I bought the Rippa RS06-2. So if anybody wants to know, the Rippa RS06-2 is the latest iteration. There's also a Dash 3 or a Pro, which is the same machine, except the attachment plate is a dingo, whereas this one has an attachment plate that is like a mini skid steer plate. For me, either one's fine, and I've ordered an adapter, so this one can be bingo also. So this introduction of the machine will apply to the RS06-2 and the RS06-Pro or Dash 3, whichever you want to call it. So the exact same machine except for the attachment plate. So I ordered this probably about September of last year. That was the Garrett, I'm saying the wrong thing. I ordered the Rippa actually in December, and I received it in early February. So I have the Garrett, which everybody shows on YouTube on all the social media platforms. Great machine. And then I have the Rippa, which is lower cost. Both of them have the same Kubota engine. They both don't state capacities exactly right. They'll both say they lift 1,000 pounds or so. That's wrong. They lift far more. And I couldn't find accurate reviews when I ordered them. So my intent was to order two and decide which I like. And I fully expected to keep the Garretts because it is a very nice machine. I got the two, and if you look, I'm around Asheville, North Carolina. And everywhere I have is a hill. There's no flat land. Even right now, I'm going downhill. The Garrett was 37 inches wide. The Rippa was 43. For me, the Garrett wasn't usable. I have too many hills, so the machine was always feeling tippy, because my primary purpose of the machine is to lift firewood crates. So a full crate oak will be about 2,000 pounds, which is way above what the machine says it would, but it lifts it with no problem. And there are some other YouTube videos that show that, but only kind of. So the purpose of this video is to show you the truth on the machine, what it really does. Long term, I'm probably going to carry some of the Rippa products. I'm still debating which ones. This probably will be one of them. But the selling point to me was the width. The width and the fact that it's Kubota diesel and that it will lift where I want to lift. There's some advantages this machine has that nobody talks about. When you go to start it up, which we'll show in a little bit, on the Garrett, I have to wait for the display to come up. It's about 30 seconds. Once the display's up, then I can crank it. On the Rippa, as soon as I turn the key, it'll crank. The display can come up, and it doesn't have anything to do with the movement of the motion. It still shows the temperature, the speed, everything else, but RPMs. But I don't have to wait. It always felt weird on the Garrett because every time I wanted to move, it wouldn't move yet because I had to wait that 30 seconds. The build on this one has been really great. The connections in the front, you have basically one that's continuous, always on, and then you have one that's intermittent, that's on and off. So like if I'm using the grapple or powered ports or anything that I just want to move only when I move the level, then I'll use the intermittent side. And if I want some continuous on, like forestry mulcher, I'll use the high volume, always on side. The machine basically, it is dirty. It's got about 10 hours on it, so I am using it some, and this will be the demo I had. It has a hydraulic fill here and fuel tank there, so you open it up, very easy to get both. The engine is very accessible. Everything's access and layout of components were excellent, and when I ordered it, I didn't know any of that. All I knew is this one was available. It looked like it would be decent on capacity, and then the Garrett, which everybody raves about, I ordered because it was the one being discussed and raved, and the B1000 on the Garrett is a great machine. The XC1100 is even better. They're just narrow. But the layout on the Rippa is exceptional. Everything is right there, so whenever I do change the filters, they're easy to see. My fuel filter, my fuel strainer that shows water and diesel, basically is very visible right there as soon as I open it. So every time I open it, it's saved. The oil sect is right there in the back. Fairly easy to get to. It is a little further reach, but not a big deal. Anyway, great layout, great design, nice plastic motor hood with this fog light. Currently have the forks on it because that's what I use the most. What we're fixing to show is lifting. I have about 80 firewood crates full right now, and I'm stacking them up so they'll season. Every one of them is full of oak. This is the oak year for me. All of them are about 16-inch splits, small diameter. So it's easy to sell in this area of Asheville where people are buying a lot of small stoves. So anyway, we'll take a second to show that, and then we'll show the stall up and what the screen looks like. If you have any questions on the machine, feel free to hit me up on YouTube, or even at Premium Firewood Supply LLC at gmail.com, and I'm happy to answer anything. At this point, this one will be sold, but I haven't ordered more. I'm still deciding what to sell. This will probably be one of them, because I will probably keep one of these for me, because for my purpose, I can stack wood in tighter spots than I can with my tractor, because I have a TYM 2515 also, which will lift the crates, but I have to use a big counterweight. This one I don't have to do any of that. The only thing I have to watch out is whether I'm going downhill or what. There's of course downhill reducer. So anyway, we'll take a second and we'll show you how it operating, and that it actually does lift about 2,000 pounds, which is the firewood fence. And now to show a different side of the RS06-2. So this is basically the user platform where you stand. Of course, it is dirty because I'm using it. Basically very comfortable right here. When you step up, it's only about a 16-inch step. Very comfortable. You'll lean up against here. If you ever operate a compact skid steer, you stand on the back a lot. People always talk about standing up here, but what happens is as the weight goes forward, the more mass you can get further back, that helps. So my 180, 200 pounds on the back and help dramatically, especially going downhill with load. Basically, real easy layout. Basically, to open this door, there's a key right here. The key to the ignition goes in that. Very smooth layout with hoses and off. You don't even pay attention when you're driving it. Basically, on the control panel, you've got the two joysticks like most. So one is for the drive board, turning, etc. The other is for the loader. Then you have two sticks right here. This one on the right side is just for the intermittent devices, the grapple, etc. So you push it forward, you pull it backwards, open, close, and it just springs back to the middle. Where I talked about the flow of the valves, this one is the continuous on. So if I'm running the forestry mulcher, I just push it forward and it stays forward. And then it gives continuous fluid flow to that item that needs it continuously. A rotary mower, your mulchers, etc., you'll need that. That's nice when two levers. The Garrett was one lever, but the two, to me, is more operator friendly, because I just hook up to one side for intermittent and I hook up the other side if it's continuous. I don't have to worry about locking something in or accidentally locking it. Then when we get to the display, it also has a power cutoff. So if I'm not going to use it for a long time, it has actually a red lever that disconnects the battery. Huge advantage to that, because like here in the winter, we'll have months where it hardly gets over 40 degrees. So it makes sure you don't have any parasitic draw from the battery when it's just sitting. So that's really great. Basically, it's just simple little red lever you flip in and out. And then it has a nice LED display, but you don't have to wait for it to operate. And then you have the normal key switch with the preheater. If you turn the key to the left, it preheats, turn to the right and it cranks. And then the throttle control. What also made this really stand out, which nobody had told me, you don't see it in the reviews, is the RS06-2 and the Pro, which is also known as the RS06-3, has slow and high ground speed. One of the issues with compact skid steers is they move very slow, a couple of miles an hour. So to go, my driveway is a little over a quarter mile. It could take about 10 minutes to get from the top to the bottom in the slowest. If I put it into Rabbit, which is the fastest speed, it's about twice as fast. So it's probably moving 3 to 4 miles an hour. It's still slow compared to a tractor, but for a compact skid steer, it's really fast. So I'd say it's probably about double the speed of the Durette when I put it into Rabbit. The only difference is when it's in the highest or Rabbit speed is it does not do much turning. It's just for straight. So when you turn, it dramatically slows, but when you get back going straight, it's back to full speed. So that feature was also a huge selling point, because my firewood stand is over a quarter mile from my house and I need to fill it up occasionally, and I like to take the machines down there to do it because I can take 20 or 30 bags at a time. So anyway, there's a lot of features. Everything on it is really heavy steel. So I'm extremely impressed with the machine. It is one that I plan on keeping and potentially probably selling long-term for my firewood customers. So if you're making firewood, the goal with Premium Firewood Supply LLC is to make it easier. And this is one machine that'll do that. You can load your processors with it. You can move logs. You can move firewood stacks. There's just all kinds of uses for it. And as we'll see in a second, I can get in and stack my firewood crates far tighter than I can with the tractor because the machine's only 43 wide and my crates are similar width. So anyway, it's a great machine. We'll show it loading. So I want to take a second to show my firewood area. I have about 60 IBC firewood crates here. They're intermediary bulk containers, so they hold bladders for fluids. In the firewood business, I guess as you call it, that's common storage for a lot because it allows seasoning and you can move them with forks very easy with a tractor or a skid steer or whatever. I have about 50 to 60 of them here. I stack them with my tractor. The issue I run into is the area gets very rutted and wet. In Asheville, our peak rain is July and August, so this area becomes messy. So I try to get it all stacked while it's dry, and then I tend to move most of it out in the winter when it's drier also because you get freezing. But right now this is almost all oak seasoning. I filled those rows. Now I'm building a row over here. I could not do that with my tractor, so I use the compact skid steer, the Rippa RS06-2. Currently I'm gonna move that tote in. I took my tractor and dumped it there. And then I have the extreme case. The next tote is a 330-gallon IBC container that is full to the top of freshly split red and white oak. So it's probably close to 2,200 pounds, way above the rating of the machine. But I'm basically going to stack it on top of this one once I get in there. And then basically it'll sit. Currently there's already a 330 that I stacked before in that row in front of it. So I know it'll do it. Exceptional lifting power. It doesn't seem that anyone shows that. So the intent of this video is to let you see what the machine will really do, because at Premium Firewood Supply, I want to make firewood easier. And the more you can stack with the lower cost machine, the better. And that's the goal here. So.